Good morning, folks. I figured we'd do a ride along. I'm going to probably put this in as one of the things. Today is Friday, but this will go out on Saturday because I tried to pre-record my weekends. So that way I don't have to worry about trying to get one out there for you guys. But I got to thinking about salary workers versus hourly workers and how things are different for either one. I'm kind of considered, I'm not necessarily an hourly worker, but I'm not necessarily a salary worker. I would kind of consider myself a salary worker because I get the same pay every week, regardless of how little or how much work I do. They never question what I do and when I do it, because they know I always get things done, or at least try to. So, I would consider myself salary work. And what I think about that is, it's my mentality with that is, salary work means you've been paid to do a task. And since you've been paid to do that task, get that task done at whatever resource you need to do to get it done. And then you got the people who are hourly work, who, I work the hours. And it's like, to me, like, I really hate having idle time. I hate being on the clock and having idle time. I hate saying, okay, I need this to do, and I have it done, and I got an hour and a half before time to go, and there's absolutely nothing I can start right now. So I'll get a broom, I'll do this, I'll do somebody else's job. Whatever it takes to fill in that time. Because I've been in both boats there. And my mentality is you're being paid for the time that you're there, so do something. There's always something you can be doing. And I'm one of those weird breeds, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are on salary, who as soon as they get that big old salary rocking, I'm not saying that I have a salary that rocks, but they get that, well, it doesn't matter what I get paid, I work the same time. It doesn't matter if I work all day long or just a little bit of the day, I still get paid the same. Those people right there, they tend to annoy me, but on that same thread, there's a lot of laziness in salary work too, because there's a lot of people who says, well, I'm just going to get to that today, and because, I would get paid the same. It's like, well, and then there's people like companies who like to save a dime by putting everybody on salary work. I kind of think of Microsoft in this situation. Microsoft, you start out as an hourly rate because you're kind of like in testing mode, see if you're going to be a good person to keep, and they pay you an hourly wage. Well, after you get to a certain point, and it could be a week, it could be a month. It's usually a short interval of time. They will pull you from an hourly wage to a salary. Now, the problem with that is you tend to make more starting out first on an hourly wage than they do a salary wage at Microsoft. And there's a lot of people who will not, take the promotion. They will nope, I like my hours, like my hourly wage. I can end my day and that's the end of it. All that stuff. And then it gets to a point where, okay, you're going to have to take your promotion or we're going to have to let you go. And that's how they get around that freaking thing. And you can obviously tell that they like the salary wage because it tends to save them money. So there's that aspect of it too. I worked for a mom and pop for 12 years, and they always did things for you. We worked a schedule where if you worked, you got paid. If you didn't work, you didn't get paid. And you get paid for the hours that you worked. With my mentality, there would be a lot of times, especially during the summer when we were slow, and I'd say, hey, I ain't got much going on. Unless you have something for me, I might see if I can head out early. And they'd be like, okay, go for it. And I'd get out at 3 o'clock or something and, enjoy my afternoon. It wasn't all the time. It was just whenever I had a moment where I didn't have anything going on, because they knew I didn't want to rob them of time. In that same thread, they did things for us that saved them money. Like once a month, they would close down the shop and take us to lunch. Take all of us to lunch. We would have lunch on their dime. Well, if you do the math on that, if everybody gets paid a $9 lunch and they only take an extra half hour off from work, then they're coming out ahead on that deal, because lunch is a lot least expensive to pay on us than it is our wages plus our taxes and all that happy jazz. So the benefit on them was, let's go do a lunch date every month, and that benefit on them was that we actually paid for our lunch because we didn't have to work that hour, and it saved them that money, and it was a benefit to us, boost morale, and it was very, very awesome. And I kind of like those things. I kind of like doing that. And well, I made it clear to the end of my spiel. It's kind of hard because I'm doing a drive along, my back screen turns off on me, I don't know, and well, I figured I'd click on it. So that being said, I always put a word at the end of my videos, and that lets me know that you made it clear to the end of the video. And today's word's going to be money. So if you can put money somewhere in the comments, it lets me know you made it clear to the end of my ramblings, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.